So, what does the American Airlines bankruptcy really mean for you? Here to answer that question and more is travel expert Brian Kelly. Brian, the points guy.
How's it going?
Good to have you here. It's going great, I guess, except if you're an American Airlines employee right now. You got to be worried about what's happening to you. They sent out an email today very quickly to their frequent flyers and saying, hey, don't worry, your points are safe. Are they really safe?
In the short term, yes. In the long term, I think there are a lot of question marks out there right now. They're probably going to be fine, but there will be some road bumps. So, you know.
What kind of road bumps?
You know, I think there may be some route cuts, you know, especially if the employees, if their compensation gets really cut, you know, possibly strikes, you know, even grouchier employees. So while I don't think it's the end of the world, but flyers should, I think, diversify and not put all their eggs in the American Airlines basket.
You know, you fly an awful lot. Does it bother you when an airline goes into bankruptcy like this because of labor disputes? And does it concern you that safety might in some way be compromised if you have a very unhappy crew in the cockpit? It's
definitely crossed my mind. I mean, I've survived the Delta bankruptcy, the U.S. Airways. I mean, and I think on a daily basis we deal with a lot of grumpy airline employees. So as bad as it is, I'm kind of used to it, but I do worry sometimes about just completely demoralized employees.
Okay, so let's get back to strategies right now. If you have a ton of American Airlines miles, what would you do?
Use them. I always tell people, you know, you should never, miles over time lose value. You know, they add more charges, so you know, you don't have to just use them for flights too. American will actually let you transfer them to Hilton points. You can use them for rental cars, for hotels. And American actually has off-peak awards like 40,000 miles round trip to Europe. So take a trip, or they even have Hawaii off-peak. So definitely use them before they become less valuable.
All right. What's the best credit card to have for accumulating airline miles?
I mean, I always recommend people get a transferable points card. So like I said, instead of just getting an American Airlines card where you put in all your eggs in one basket, get an American Express card or a Chase Sapphire Preferred. They'll actually let you transfer to a number of different programs. So say one program adds more fees or gets devalued, you have a lot of different options.
How does a Sapphire Preferred work? Because they claim you can use it on any airline anytime.
Exactly.
No blackout dates. Yep. How does that work?
So they'll give you, each point is worth 1.25 cents towards any airfare you want to buy. But the second option is to transfer directly into frequent flyer programs like Continental Airlines. So for like 100,000 points, you can fly round trip in business class to Europe, which is an amazing value.
Yeah, it is amazing value. You got to spend $100,000 to.
Not necessarily. They give you 50,000 just for getting the card.
Oh, really?
So that's a one-way.
You're halfway there. Just 50,000 more dollars on your charge up on the card, and there you go.
Double points on travel and taxis, so it adds up.
What's the best deal you ever got?
This year I went to Stockholm 3 times in 3 weekends on a $149 fare on Delta. I think that was it was in coach, but yeah. I think that was a pretty good one.
Do we want to know why you went to Stockholm 3 times in 3 separate weekends?
For the miles, you know, for $149, I earned.
It was just too good a deal.
The miles that I earned and the elite status that I got.
There wasn't a particular alluring thing happening.
Well, Stockholm's a beautiful city too.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, listen, Brian Kelly, thanks a lot for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Sharing your wisdom. We appreciate it.